Shawty give me leg, shawty give me wet. Shawty give me leg, shawty give me wet. Shawty give me leg, shawty give me leg. Baby girl just come and roll my split. Straight to the moon, straight to the what? Straight to the moon, straight to the moon. Get high to the noon. No, I just ain't get in tune. Pistol Metro make it boom. Pistol Metro make it white. Damn. Pistol Metro make it boom. Boom, boom. I can't stress nobody. I'm high on my mind. If you tryna argue, I can't find the time. I'm concerned about money. That's what's on my mind. That's what's on my mind. Some of you niggas are straight little bitches. I want your death, man, that's all on my wish list. I don't got talent, but swear that y'all gifted. That is my point, and y'all probably still missed it. Y'all probably still missed it. Damn, it's a shame what that arrogance do. I got these niggas shivering, sweating. Man, I'm so sick, you should call me the flu. I just took a trip. I was off the shrooms. I think it was a trip, but I've been in the mood. Baby, cool that attitude, don't be so rude. Just take those clothes off, I wanna see you nude. Y'all niggas not on my altitude. One smooth, then send me the damn launch and latitude. Shake shit up, you know you not on my fucking magnitude. Please step back, cause a real nigga is quick to grab the tool. Shawty, get me lit. Shawty, get me lit. Shawty, get me lit.
Yep.
Shawty, get me lit. Baby girl, just come and roll my split. Shawty, get me lit. Shawty, get me lit. Shawty, get me lit. Shawty, get me lit.
Yeah, it's Monday. We are back. We are back on the 40 Central podcast, episode 188. Feels good, man. How you doing?
All right, Mike. Just had a road trip this weekend, so that was eventful.
How was that?
Did he win? Huh?
Did he win?
They didn't win the tournament. They went 1 and 2 though.
Oh.
Yeah, they didn't win the tournament, but it was insightful. It gave me it made me want to do a lot. There was a lot of thoughts going into my mind on that trip. There's a lot that goes into AAU basketball, and I never really participated in it when I was a kid. So, and that wasn't my first exposure to it, but going out there with the purpose of watching like my young nephew play, I get to see why. I understand why a lot of kids don't like basketball or don't play for fun anymore.
Why?
Because a lot of parents try to live their dreams through their kids and try to force their kids to play a sport that they're not necessarily in love with. And they want them to play at an extremely high level at a very young age. And the expectations that some of these parents put on display while the game is going on is super intense. And AAU basketball is just a very, very toxic culture. And it doesn't prepare our kids for real. It really doesn't prepare our kids for much of anything. It doesn't really prepare you for the competition that you have to face when you get older. It doesn't really prepare you for organized basketball. Really just a chance to get highlight film so that way you can give to your coaches or wherever it is that you go to school. But a lot of kids are getting noticed off AAU, but I just feel like it's just a very toxic basketball culture. And I got to witness it firsthand when I was out there. We went to DC. We left Friday night at like 11 something. Got there close to 2, 3 in the morning. Got up at 7. Went to check in. Had to be at check in by 7:30, something like that. Got the check in. Had the warm up. First game at 8:30. Played that game. After that game ended like around 9:30. After that, Next game at 10:30. After that, had the next game was at 8:30 p.m. that same day. And then after that, we had to go back to the hotel, eat, go to sleep, and then get up on Sunday ready to hit the road. But had they had a winning record, they would have had a game on Sunday,
Mm.
and they would have played on Sunday. But because they lost their last game, they wasn't invited back to play on Sunday. But it's a lot that goes into that, and just seeing how some of the parents were acting, and how some of the coaches were acting, I'm like, this is just a horrible display of leadership. And we talk about we want these kids to stop the violence and stop hating each other, and then where we're in an environment to show them what leadership can look like, especially between men, we we are the ones that are acting the fool and putting on a terrible display in front of our young boys and some girls that were there. But it was mainly boys. I just feel like it was bad. And that's not to say every AAU tournament is like that, but this particular one that I was at, I was not happy with the way that some of the adults were acting. Not all of them. Majority of them were fine. But the ones that stuck out were the ones that I'm just like, nah, this isn't it. This is bad. I feel bad that our kids have to see this. I feel bad that some of the parents who are doing the right thing have to experience this. It should never be like that at a tournament where these kids are no older than 12 years old. Like we're talking about babies, and y'all are in there acting the fool. So, other than that, the experience of actually traveling, being on the road with the family, that was fun. And my nephew had fun. He got to play in the games. He didn't get to do everything that he wanted to do, but he had opportunities, and that was that's the starting point. And yeah, being in a hotel, that's really the best part about traveling for AAU. It's just like the hotel,
Yeah,
catching up,
same.
laughing, playing around, and then the games are just a reward. But overall, that was probably the best part of the whole trip is just being with them, secluded for a weekend where everybody's usually just running around doing their own thing. You don't really have a chance to sit down and talk and laugh and joke and eat together. That was the best part of the trip.
I remember playing AAU. It was like that too. Like, but it was more as a kid. I probably didn't notice it as much. We was over there just trying to have fun and shit like that. But the competition, how was the competition though? Because when we went out of town, competition was different. Like when you play for a basketball team in the Bronx, playing against niggas from New York, like y'all all play the same. We went out of town, white boys were shooting.
Yeah, yeah. The competition was good, but again, it's I don't know. To me, it didn't look like organized basketball. I feel like there's a distinct difference between basketball at school and AAU basketball. I feel like there's a really big difference, and the biggest difference is the style of play. And AAU is it's a race to the other side of the court.
Oh
That's
my
all it
god.
is. There's no plays, there's no sets, there's no screens, there's no backdoor cuts, there's no four passes before you shoot. There's nothing. There's really no. It's just fast break, fast break, fast break, fast break, and that's not. It's not basketball. That's not a healthy offense. That's not a sustainable offense. And those are the things I was disappointed when I was watching. It's like all the coaches were doing was screaming rebound, rebound, go, go. Like that. That's not coaching. I get it because they're young. So I'm not trying to say here you should be having 8 year olds run a triangle offense. But you could teach an 8 year old how to run a pick and roll. You can teach them spacing on the floor. You can teach them how to break down a 2-3 zone, how to play a 2-3 zone. There's so many things that you could do with that age bracket that I felt like I did not see for such a high level of competition. I didn't really see too much of that.
Like when I go to my daughter's games, I'm looking at like the plays that they trying to do, and I get upset.
Hmm.
I'm like, yeah, but like I could do so much better telling these little girls what to do. Um, but same shit that happened in like AAU when you was over there. Probably I don't know what happened, but I've seen it firsthand here too, like with parents of kids. Like I don't want to say what happens. None of it. I can't really say it, but I've seen something that made everybody be like, "What the is this? What this is?" Like you got to keep your composure because if you don't do it, your kids are not going to do that shit too. And it was bad what I saw.
Yeah,
I can't say it.
these parents are just acting like they were 5-star athletes when they were that age, and we all know they weren't. And those be the loudest parents. The parents that be the loudest be the ones that had no type. They never had a scholarship, never played high level of basketball, and even if they did play, they weren't what they are putting on their kids. Like, dude, it's just sad. And what I try to do, like, let's say if I bring my nephew to a game, I try my best not to say anything and let the coach. Because if you're gonna be the coach on the floor to your kid, then you're not helping them because they have to learn how to be coached by someone who is not you. That's the only way you're gonna be able to fit on a team because your parents not gonna be able to make it to every game. But if you sitting there, listen, I not understand you giving your kid advice. There's a difference between giving your kid advice on the floor and coaching your kid. Literally, I've seen parents there yelling, telling them what to do every single play. You're not the coach. You can hype them up, get them excited, keep them motivated. That's different. But
Move around.
telling them what to do on the floor is not helpful for the team because it's not about your kid.
Changes the scheme too.
It changes the scheme, it changes the momentum, it changes the motion, and then it ultimately hurts the coach because now he has to coach against your coaching. If I tell your kid to stand in the corner for a specific reason, you telling them to move around is not helping the situation. Now we all lose. But everybody, AAU was such a me, my kid culture. There's no team morale. At least I didn't see that. But I feel like in school you have a sense of team morale because everybody's behind the school. But with AAU, it's not like from again. This is my one experience in this particular instance in Washington D.C.
I've had good ones and we've had bad ones like that. Like just going around and playing all that shit. There have been very very good tournaments where it's like where we were really out coached and stuff like that. And there's been times where shit got nasty like that too.
When I played, no, not when I played. When I took my nephew to the flag football tournament in MetLife Stadium, we had a team in there last year.
That's when Saquon was there, right?
Yeah, that was organized football. You can tell these kids run plays. You can tell these kids have a culture. You can tell these kids have routines, systems. You can just see it in the way that they play. And literally, that was the difference between the good teams and the bad teams. It wasn't the fact that one team just had these outstanding players. It was the fact that they were well coached and their parents trusted those coaches. But the more that you just interfere between the coach and the player, you're just hurting. You're hurting your child and you're hurting the team because you just keep inputting what you think is the best thing to do on the floor. But again, I'm not saying don't don't help. Like if you see it, an opportunity to help the kid. But it doesn't have to be every single play because it makes the kid not want to listen to them. They don't know who to listen to. Now you put them in the bind. It's like, okay, my dad or my mom said do this, but my coach said do this. I listened to my parent, and now I'm on the bench. But you don't apologize to the kid when that happens. But then let the kid make a mistake.
You up the ass.
You all up in arms, yelling, and even the way that they treat the referees is disgusting. It's disgusting.
The coaches.
Both. Parents, coaches, and kids. We created a culture where kids now they're talking back to refs crazy. Oh, what about this? What about it's just bad. It's
That's
bad.
because the NBA, everybody all they want to do is fucking cry over a call. They see that shit all the time.
There's no respect for the game. And I I have to keep reiterating this because I don't want it to get misconstrued. But I understand emotions can run high in basketball, and there are going to be instances where you may say something back to the ref just out of pure reaction, pure emotion. That's understandable. But every single call does not have to be an argument with the refs. Every single call doesn't have to be, oh my God, how did you do that? Just respect the game. You're not going to get calls that go your way all the time.
I hate when they do that when you know you clearly hit the person.
Everything is not a debate. Like there was like the first game, The game that we should have won. It was the last 5 seconds. We got the ball. They dump it down to the big man. The big man turns around. The kid holds his arm as he's trying to go up for the basket. He goes up, gets the foul. He scores it for the and one. Now they're up 1 point. No, wait. Now I think they were either tied. It was something like that. I forgot what happened, but they called the and one, and I think we was up a point at that time. It was something like that. And then the refs huddled after the call, after everybody's on the free throw line. They took the and one back. Didn't explain why.
Wait, this is for y'all team?
Yeah. So in that regard, you have every sense to be mad because you call the and one, everybody's at the free throw line, and then all of a sudden y'all blow the whistle, y'all huddle, and then y'all say it's not an and one with the game on the line. I understand that. I understand why you're upset. But even in that regard, you're still not supposed to curse out the refs. There has to be some level of respect for the game in its entirety. But the respect for the game has been lost and taken away, and I don't see it coming back with this toxic culture. It's really sad.
You see yourself coaching in the future?
Not AAU, never. I would never coach AAU.
What sport would you coach?
I mean, I did basketball last year, but even that was all right. No, I don't think I would coach. I think I'm done with that.
This is the only year I've ever thought about like really coaching.
No,
when
I don't
I
want to
was
do
just
that
so
shit.
coach my daughter's team because we took her to she did a clinic this week in Spelman
Mhm.
and doing basketball drills and shooting and layup and like getting all her her form and everything down packed and shit like that. And like she comes home, I'm like, do you do this at practice? She's
Mhm.
like, nah. I was like, this is something that y'all should have been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
gotta like get the fundamentals down before y'all doing. That's why like when y'all get out there, y'all scared to play. You know what I mean? Y'all not doing exactly what y'all need to do. But like, it's the first year I ever thought about being like, yo, let me get on the other side and grab them up.
Nah, I'm good. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I'll do a silent sport like chess. I'll coach a couple kids to play chess.
Yeah, nah, you know how it's you have a couple of chessboards in here, you can show them how to do that shit.
Yeah, I would do it. I would do that.
Yo, so I was at the bar eating, and dude in there, they came in with the chessboard. I think I told you, and he was like, "Yo, you want to play?" I was like, "Nah, you baiting people to play." I'm like, "I know how to play, but I ain't nice. But I know you trying to bait everybody in here to play." I was gonna call you too to be like, "Yo, come play."
Nah, I wouldn't have went, but had I been there and that happened, I would have played him. But I'm not about to get off my couch
to go play chess.
Nah. But yeah, that's probably the only sport I would want to coach if I did. And it's funny that came up because somebody asked me today about the junior Knicks coming back, and I'm like, if we get invited, great. If I could put a couple people on the coach, so I don't have to do it, great. But that was the issue I had last year.
You had that midway through, though.
Yeah, but the issue last year was everybody said that they wanted to help. Everybody said that they would be down to help. Yo, let me know if you need blah 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 blah. And then I get the program, and then now nobody wants to coach. So then now I'm stuck to do it, which is fine because we figured it out anyway. But then they had to send me two coaches from the junior Knicks program when that wasn't supposed to be the case.
Mm.
So it makes me want to beg the question. It's like I don't want to have to do it again and then have to rely on outside people, but it should be people in the community that's coaching the kids because they know the people. The kids know the people that they see every day going in and out of the store, in front of the buildings, at the community center. Like those should be the people that are coaching our kids. No offense to the people that came because they did an amazing job, and I'm happy that they did it. Because if they didn't do it, then I would have had to do it. But shouldn't have had to come to that. So when people ask me, "Oh, the junior Knicks coming back," I just tell them if we get invited. Because I don't know. I'm not looking forward to having to carry the load again.
Yeah, you did a lot. You definitely did a lot with that, with making sure the kids get there, get into the game, having the kids out there. Even when there's like one kid out there, you
Yeah,
still out there faithfully.
we
Like,
started with one.
mhm,
They threatened to pull the program because they said kids weren't coming.
mhm.
Told them, give me a week. One turned to three. Three turned to 10. Next thing you know, we got 15, 20, almost 30 kids out there.
And we was winning games too.
And we was winning games. And we almost went to the championship. By 10 you almost went. We was one shot away from the championship. We missed the buzzer beater. And then our 13U, we was getting punched. But then we came back and we was missing our best player.
Yeah,
Only lost by around 10.
yeah.
So I mean, we
And
fought.
they
We
had
fought.
like a 7 foot 12-year-old in it.
Yeah, not but that's gonna happen. I don't even care about that. But what the crazy thing was we didn't have any home games,
Yeah,
and that's the part that I was disappointed about was the fact that we didn't have not one home game. And I told them if you're gonna participate this year, we have to have a home game. No, I'm sorry. I told them that last year, and if we were to come back, we have to have a home
it
game.
would be nice for them to see their friends and family outside watching them play, even though they're gonna get nervous for the first time. You know what I mean? But
But they
definitely did
earned
for
it.
them. Yeah, they definitely did.
They earned it. They started it was because of them the program actually might continue. Because if you ain't have no kids, there'd be no point in having a program. So hopefully things change for the better this year and people decide to step up and coach and help with the program. But if not, then there just won't be a program and the kids have to suffer. But I'm not gonna I can't keep putting myself out there to do everything. That's what I'm not gonna continue to do.
I feel like they know that you're gonna do that, so they look forward to you doing that. And now somebody else got to take a step,
Yeah. If
or
it's
at
gonna
least help. Somebody else could just help.
Yeah, we just all we need is coaches. I could do everything else, the registrations, set up the practices, make sure they have all the materials, go downtown and get the stuff. I could do everything else, but I was just supposed to be the site supervisor. That was my role. And then we were supposed to hire two coaches. That's the setup for each. So each development has a supervisor and a staff like coaching under them. And yeah, we never got to that second part
Oh, let's see what
of
happens this year,
staffing.
especially with Fight Night X, and I might actually wanted to do something for the kids, so maybe they have like some people come help and shit like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
I mean, we definitely gonna have them, and that's the part that I don't. That's the reason why I don't want the program to just fall apart is because now we actually have people
I want to help.
that want to help and want to be a part of it. But at the end of the day, it starts with the community that where we're at, and if the people there are not gonna step up to help, then there's no point of relying on outside people because it's like the kids don't deserve that. They deserve people that are from, in my opinion, from their neighborhood to help them, and everything else should be a supplement.
Mm. Yeah, I'm trying to find my daughter to 'cause after what, probably like in 2 weeks we'll be in the championship. After that, I gotta find her some place to go. And my mom said she asked you about a clinic.
Yeah, I told her we don't have any, but
Oh, I said we could just go to the gym and work out. Though.
yeah,
That's what I said.
I mean, we don't have to. That's something we can talk about later.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely possible. I could have. It wouldn't be a clinic, but I could have some of the girls that's on our basketball team do like workouts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They
we'll
would love
figure
to
that
do
shit
that.
out. Figure that shit out. You know what I just noticed, man? Like Sundays are horrible now. There's no football. Basketball's about to finish in what 20 games. Like I'm bored of shit, and I'm about to like rock with you. Like say fuck sports, find something else to watch. Cause now I'm bored of shit.
I've been gave up on sports. I didn't watch no part of the All Star weekend.
It was
I
cool.
didn't.
It was cool. You didn't watch it?
Mm,
It was all right. It wasn't. I kind of liked what they did with the it was Team Giannis, the rookies, and then somebody else or something like that. They it was not like they do the dribbling shit, and they gotta lay it up, and then they gotta
Skills
yeah
challenge.
skills time. That's what that shit is called. They changed it this year. I kind of liked it better than what they did. They had an all passing one, an all shooting one, and an all like dribbling layup type shit.
I don't care.
Yeah. Dunk contest was pretty alright. It's kind of a little bit. It's McClung, whatever how you say his name. He's the only one that really did like
Yeah, I
really
heard they
really
let a
good.
white man win during Black History Month. What type of shit is that? Great job, guys. Great job.
And Dame won the 3-point. That was it. The All-Star game was a regular layup line.
Got him. Like I said, I'm done with sports. Um, this is my last. I'm done with football because football's over. Never going back to that. And I'm done with basketball. So this is my last season watching any type of basketball. Maybe I may catch some of the playoffs, especially if the Celtics are doing good. But after this basketball season, so gotta find other things to do, occupy my time. Uh, like I've been watching more chess videos. So I've been trying to find live streams of chess games, and there really isn't too many out there. So I was thinking about actually starting a channel just for chess
Like to teach.
to teach, to play, to stream. I think that would be cool to have some live streams, like even if it's down at Central Park and just live stream some of those games that are just like for all the old guy, well, the seasoned chess players. I don't want to call them old, but seasoned chess players. They go down, they play down on Central Park, and there's other like legendary parks. I don't even know the history behind it, but there are a bunch of legendary parks where chess players go in New York City and just play. And I'll just go and vlog it, and I think that'll be different. There's no real content on the chess, New York City chess culture, and I feel New York City has a rich history of chess, and New York City is very active with chess players. But because we don't see it, a lot of our kids don't aspire to do it. But chess can, and if you're nice in chess, you can get scholarships to colleges. You can get things paid for. Chess can get you around the world, around the country for different tournaments. And I just wish that they were exposed to it more.
You have a chess. Didn't you do the chess league and chess?
Yeah, I started the first
Yeah,
chess
school?
club at our school, but that wasn't really too. It was more so just like a pull up and play type of club. I wasn't really teaching them nor hosting tournaments, but that was because I didn't. It wasn't something that I planned to do. It was really just because it was early in the school year. I brought in my personal chessboard, had it on my desk, and kids would just come up and ask to play. Like, hey, can I play you? Can I play you? Whatever, whatever. And then they start asking, yo, can I take your chessboard down to lunch? Can I play against this kid for this during this class because we're not doing nothing? And then it just slowly peeled into, all right, let's just all link up this day, this time, play chess against each other for an hour or so, and then just have a good time.
Did you have enough boards?
The school ended up ordering some, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the school ended up ordering some, which was cool. And I didn't take it on this year because again, I'm not doing everything in that building. Other people can step up and help. But like I was saying, chess is a sport that can get you around the world. But our kids don't aspire to be chess players because we don't see chess grandmasters in our playgrounds. We see basketball players.
That's true though, because like when they taught us chess, I don't remember what school I was in, but we did have chess,
Mhm.
and I thought that shit was mad fun. Like I still play that today. Like if somebody had it out, like I'm not gonna play and do it at the bar because I know that you nice.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but yo, but like if there was more people see, if I was seeing it more and wanted to do it more, that's true. I probably would have wanted to play it more, but nobody does it.
Yeah.
But, does your family do it?
Not to my
So
knowledge.
like if you go to like one of your family functions and you're like, yo, like you don't see nobody doing it.
Nah. And I wouldn't expect it because it's not one of
I
those
would
type
though,
of
because you
games.
take out spades.
Yeah, but chess is more of a because a family function is going to be loud, people playing music, laughing, drinking. So that's not really the chess like environment at a family function. Huh? Word? Yeah. See, people be playing, but
Coming on.
nobody really advertises the fact that they play it. So there's a bunch of undercover chess players in our neighborhood. They just
Don't play.
don't play it outside
Where you
or
play that?
just they play online or on their phones or in another, they B team. Maybe they got a B team outside of the neighborhood. When they hang out with their B team, they'll play chess. But for the most part, the people if you're not around chess players, more than likely your A team probably don't play chess like that. So you're not gonna play it. But if your A team plays basketball, you're gonna pick up a ball, even if you like it or not. You're gonna try it to some extent just to be with the team.
That's why when I be like, yo, I'm gonna go play some poker. Like, everybody be like, you gonna play poker? Yeah. I play with other people. Like I
If
play
your A
online.
team don't play, you're not playing
I
with
play
them.
online. I play for money online. I go to poker games in somebody's crib. I go to the bar to play poker. Like I don't mind going to do all that shit.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever be a poker player. I think I would do chess. And the next game I think I want to learn. I actually haven't even given that thought.
We should do like a game night. Like game night, like a casino. Get like we could get like a table. I could play. We could have this table for like chess. People can play back and forth. Get like a poker table over there. Get like
I mean,
I'm with it. I could get people in here for both of them.
yeah, I don't think I would gamble, but I'd participate. I'd play. I don't think I
You
would.
could gamble. Can you gamble on chess? You could play for money on chess. Like what? Like if you win it like that.
You could do straight out. You could do by points.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad different ways you could do it, but I do think I think if you just brought a board outside and people saw you playing, you'd be surprised who'd come around. Be like, oh shit, I play chess.
Yeah, because people get intrigued by it too. Like, oh, you really playing? Like, yo, and then you get the people who don't know how to play. Like, yo, how you play that?
Yeah.
They're like, yo, you want to sit down? I'll teach you.
I remember the first day I brought my chessboard to the center. This is when I first started working there a few years ago actually. And I brought it there. And even I was astounded by how many kids just knew that I would have never thought knew how to play chess. Kids that came up that was trying to be gangbangers coming up. Yo, I play chess. Let's play. Kids that play basketball. You would have never thought play. Yo, I'll play you. I ain't know you play chess. Oh, I ain't know you play chess neither. Kids that it's just computer kids. Yo, I ain't you. Oh, you. Let's play. Let's get every dynamic. Somebody knows how to play the game of chess. In every dynamic, whether you're in the streets, whether you're a hooper, computer kid, gamer, whatever. Somebody in every demographic knows how to play the game of chess.
Yeah, you can't like don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? They don't like no, right? But one time I was doing like a relay race or whatever like that for Father's Day, and they had to tie a tie, and I know how to tie a tie. I went to Catholic school, so I know how to tie a tie and shit like that. But people don't know that. Like, and I'm over there tying mad ties. They're like, I didn't even know you know how to tie a tie. I was like,
Yeah,
that's what you get for thinking. Like, that's why we won, because y'all ain't know how to tie a tie. I did.
yeah.
I tied everybody's tie. I'm like, yo, come here. And they was like, yo, but you really don't know until you just bring it out or just put that shit out there, and then the kids are gonna come play.
Yeah, most people don't know how to tie ties. You would think most kids don't know how to play chess. And shit, some of the kids I was playing in the center were better than me.
Right?
Yeah. If not better, they were just as good.
Pop, you've been playing chess for mad long. I remember you playing chess like you've been playing chess for mad long. Yeah, but you've been playing since like what? Like IS days? They did, right? That's where they taught us how to play, right? I remember them teaching us how to play in one of the schools. And we had yeah. We had chess. We did the piano. Did you do the piano too? We did the recorder. We did we did mad shit in the school like they don't do for the kids anymore. Now that I think about it.
Now all they do is Common Core.
Oh,
Common.
Mr. Mintz had us doing the fucking the shit to get. Remember, what was that shit we had to do? Nah, the yeah. But remember we had that like test we had to do we had to do pull ups, push ups, sit ups, run. Yeah, we had to run. Like they don't do none of that shit no more, do they?
hmm I know I didn't have chess when I was in PS72. I definitely had the keyboard or piano class, but
Yeah, like
we had a class. They had the keyboards for all the kids, and Mrs. Hauser taught us how to play the like certain things on the keyboard. Yeah, that's what we had. I think had to be like third grade, fourth grade, probably.
I remember the chess shit though. We was in the uh like the cafeteria type of thing.
It all depends on the regime. Like they enforce different things.
Mhm.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, because our principal was DeSalvio. Yeah.
Who was our principal? Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Back then, people got those positions and did not leave. Teachers, principals, counselors, they stood there until retirement. Now people just up and leave after 2, 3 years.
Yeah, because it's so bad for y'all though. Not gonna lie, like, it's not the greatest experience at this point in time.
Primarily because school isn't about the community anymore. So I think now that kids are traveling a lot more to go to schools for all ages. I feel like 30 years ago, the average kid just went to the neighborhood school, and being that that was the case, it helped build a sense of community because you saw the oldest kid, and then you saw the baby kid, and then now you got to establish that relationship with the families, and because it was a little easier back then, parents are a little more responsive to phone calls. Now parents are barely at the school.
You got a lot of parents that not my child parent. Like, oh, my
Yeah,
child
there's
wouldn't do
that
that.
too.
Oh
The
my
child
god,
is always right.
I hate those parents.
And I think that a lot of kids traveling to different schools affects it a lot too because parents don't have that investment to be in the building because when they kids travel, they just pick them up and they out. Pick them up and they out. Drop off and they out. They don't really have time to engage with the teachers, or teachers don't even have time to engage with the parents because now teachers got to do way more. It's out of control at this point.
I also think it's hard for y'all to still because like you can't do anything, you can't say anything. Like I think just the whole timing of everything is so bad. Like y'all deserve way more money than what y'all get.
Kids
For
know
what
their
y'all
rights
do.
now.
Yeah, like kids just say whatever the fuck they want to say.
They'll straight call,
They-
threaten about ACS stuff.
yeah, it's like yeah. Depending on the grade. Let's just say that.
I had a kid call ACS on her mother before because her mother yelled at her. She legit called ACS, and then now there's an ACS case against the mom.
That's insane.
It's a different era. It's a
Yeah.
different era of kids.
Yeah, that's why I said I feel like it's different, but a little bit more difficult for y'all. I think. Before, I think we was scared to get in trouble by our parents too.
I just think it was just more. It was more respect. Again, going back to the word community, just the idea of, oh, there's adults around, so we're not gonna curse. To this day, there were 30-year-olds that still won't curse around people that are older than them, just because they grew up with those morals and those principles. That didn't trickle down to this generation of kids.
But why?
I don't
Is
know.
that parenting? Is that what they see in school?
I
Is
think
that
part of it is because of phones. Phones are a major part of it because that takes away interaction between the parent and the child. Um, I think, be, yeah, parents are like you said, parents are now more friends. They want to be friends with them on social media. They want to be friend. They want to hang out with their friends. They just want to be around them and be their friend as opposed to being their parent. That dynamic changed. There's so many things that you can. There's so many different reasons, but I don't think there's one particular reason as to why this generation is just different. I also think we just don't know how to reach a lot of these kids. We don't know how we try talking to them, but after that, talking to them don't work, then
What can we do?
what can you really do? So as a teacher, you just have to understand that you're not going to save them all. And you have to live with that. You cannot save them all.
Does that hurt?
It used to.
I remember my man's when he first became an EMT, and
Okay. And their mission is to save people.
yeah, and he was good for like a couple of months until he got his first baby, and then the baby died. It's, then the baby died, and he was like he was like, this job is different. Like, I didn't know how to take it at 1st, and then have to realize, like what you said was like, I can't save everyone.
Yeah, there's going to be kids that you lose along the way. There's especially with EMT, there's going to be a lot of people you're going to lose along the way, and that's not to belittle who that person was or belittle that experience and just try to black it out. But it's just an acceptance that comes with the job. Nobody had the best people in this job don't have a 100% success rate.
When at what year did that go away?
I'll say when I got to Lehman. Because my experience in Boston, I did elementary, so it was 5th grade. In 5th grade, it's kind of hard to not graduate. So even if you have terrible grades, they can still graduate you.
Yeah, they'll still pass you.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily that you're saving them all, but you don't really have to deal with the repercussions of them being behind because they're moving on. So with 5th graders, all of them left.
So what, middle school?
Yeah, they left for middle school. So once they left, I ain't really see them. A few of them came back to visit, but I ain't really see too much of them like that. So when I did Brooklyn, same thing. 8th grade, most of 8th graders go to high school. They don't really get left back because there's no credits or anything like that. So you take your state test. After that, you bounce. But when I got to Lehman, it was an understanding like some of the kids are just not going to understand or care about you needing 44 credits to graduate. Some of them are just not going to care. You can talk to them. You can call their parent. You can go to their house. The parent can come to the school. You can have police try to talk to them. Mentors try to talk to them. Principal try to talk to them. And they still won't get it. They still won't care. And then when graduation comes around and their friends are graduating and they're not, they're coming, oh, what do I need to do to get out of here? It's too late now. You might as well just get ready for night school. Start going to night school. Nothing wrong with it. Start going to night school, go to YABC, get your credits up, and that's how you get up out of here. But there's nothing I can do at this point because you're already 18, 17 with 12 credits.
Sheesh.
Ain't nothing I could do. And that was a real situation. There's nothing I could do for you. And I feel once I got that experience, it was like, okay, no matter what, you can't save them all. You got to just let the world help them. Yeah, let the world. Hopefully, they learn in the real world. But I feel when it comes to this generation, I have a lot of hope for them. I think that for a lot of them are going to figure it out on their own because they're way more independent. Or at least they think they're way more independent. But I do think for a lot of them, the world is just going to have to teach them the life lessons that they need to survive and be productive citizens of society.
I think that's scary also,
though. Not necessarily.
Yeah, when you look outside the building and I look down and I just see all little young dudes outside just doing nothing, it's scary. Nothing would be loud.
I don't think so.
No, especially when I'm like talking to my daughter and knowing some of the situations that I don't want to put like her friend's business out there, but not over here, but like in that where she used to be. You know where she used to be. And I'm like, how is that? She's like this, that, and the third. I'm like, this is scary, this generation, bro. It's like a lot of them don't want to do shit.
Well, that is going to be the ultimate, not to be a downer, but that's going to be the ultimate downfall of this country is the fact that kids are coming up with no morals, no standards. They want to be young, wild, and free in their 50s. That's what this generation is going to become. They're going to just be bugging out, trying to do teenager stuff at 40. They're not going to want to take and step up there and take over their responsibilities, the things that you have to do, despite the fact that you don't want to do them. I think they're going to struggle with that. But I think some of them going through those experiences, they'll step up and be okay. But they're going to be some that, like we just said, can't save them all. So I'm hopeful that the world will straighten a lot of these kids out. I just hope that it's not the downfall to this country like I think it will be. I remember when we had that discussion in my class about why kids in TikTok have a different algorithm than kids in the United States. Why would China purposely do that?
You talk about China. You said kids in TikTok.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why does the TikTok algorithm in China show their kids math, science, STEM, research, spaceships, just basically images of success? But then in our algorithm in the United States,
shaking that ass,
twerking,
dancing,
drill, kill, jokes, nonsense. Why is that? And there was one particular clip that we saw where not the teenagers, the elementary school kids were learning how to use guns. They were taking guns apart, cleaning them, wiping them down.
Where was that at?
Putting them on TikTok, putting them back together. This is in China, what they were doing. Putting them back together, just learning the basic principles of how to use firearms. And then one of the kids was like, I think China's preparing for war. And I'm like, well then, if they were to pull up right now,
what are y'all going to do?
Do y'all think y'all ready? It was like, nah. And I'm trying to get them to understand, like, this is a real life. For us, for our age bracket, it's real, but I don't think it's as imminent as it is for this next generation. Because I think by the time, fingers crossed, God forbid, this is just my predictions. By the time war reaches U.S. soil, in terms of like we're really in jeopardy of losing our country, I think we'll be
almost out of here.
Yeah, we'll be like elderly by the time that happens. But I think there'll be the 30-year-olds, the 40-year-olds, 20s, maybe some 20-year-olds. Like it's gonna be that generation that's gonna have to figure it out. And the weaker that they come up, the easier it's going to be to take over. That's all they're waiting for. It's psychological warfare. It's really a cold war between the United States and China that nobody's talking about, which is kind of crazy. But there's a real cold war going on, similar to what the U.S. and Russia was going through. I think that was the 80s, maybe. I don't know. I forgot the history, but I think it's one going on in China and United States that nobody's talking about.
But they did say that though. Like not the media obviously, but when you go down like a little rabbit hole and you start looking at all this shit, they're like, yeah, this mad shit that they're not talking about because they be worried about these UFOs.
I saw some shit
worrying about like all the other shit that y'all not really paying attention to what's going on between us and China, us and your man Joe Biden is just in Ukraine. Wow, like they said, this is the first time an active president went to a war zone in Ukraine and was just chilling on a little bit.
Y'all really think he went over there to go chill?
Like,
come on, let's be real. How much of this news stuff are we gonna just actually believe? They could literally tell you a blatant lie, but because it's on CNN or because it's on Fox, you're gonna believe it. Question everything. Why would you go to a war zone as the president of the United States? Come on. And I don't even want to speak on it because then it goes into a whole bunch of conspiracies and theories.
Then we go down a rabbit hole.
But people have speculated that there has been a lot of illegitimate business under the Biden name in Ukraine. I'll just leave it at that. So for him to go over there, where we literally just had a crazy train crash in Ohio. In our backyard, I don't think he went over there. I saw
You see, you're not on Instagram, but
Yeah, I saw a little bit. I saw glimpses.
there's a clip of like the water and like it's disgusting.
Going back to the news, I saw on YouTube there were some people in Ohio that didn't even know the train crash happened because the local news wasn't reporting it.
That's crazy.
They lived in Ohio and did not know that happened. That is inexplicable to me.
I think, and then they burned all the
Yeah,
chemicals,
then they
right?
burned a bunch of shit and then they took videos of the clouds, people that were there or in, I guess, the vicinity or whatever, took pictures of the clouds that started forming as a result of them burning that stuff, and it looked horrific. Whatever was going on over there, I think the consequences and repercussions of that is going to be bigger than we expect. There are fish dying, animals
Whole
dying,
ecosystem about to be different.
water polluted, and people are still there thinking that this is just going to go away. I don't understand why they're not evacuating at least anybody within 100 miles of the crash site.
Because he's chilling in Ukraine.
But this is why we have governors. Who's the governor of Ohio? You should be doing something.
Yeah, now that's just crazy.
And that's kind of I'm not gonna lie, that makes me miss somebody like Cuomo. Because I feel like Cuomo would have put something out there to try to get some help. I haven't heard a peep from the governor of Ohio. And that's not to say that that person hasn't done or said anything, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe because I'm not on socials, but I'm not seeing the governor of Ohio like, yo, Biden, we need help. Get help here now. I'll give it to Cuomo, even though I'm not a fan of him. He was on that front line. Yo, Trump, make it happen. We're going to have some problems out here. You need to make it happen. It was so bad, Trump sent the whole boat, damn near the size of a cargo ship. I don't see nobody like that advocating for Ohio to get some help.
And that's our own land. Like,
It's our own land.
but we
It's
sending
sad.
Trillions and trillions of dollars everywhere else.
It's sad to see it. And like, going back to the kids, this is going to trickle down. Now we have these kids drinking this water, breathing in this air. And I think you brought this up a while ago, but I think you said the bombing of Hiroshima, their kids still feel the effects of that to this day.
I said that?
I think you said something like that.
Man, that was me.
Okay, so yeah, you can take that. But,
I don't know. Yeah, because the radiation.
Yeah, the radiation. As a result of the radiation, they're passing that down to their kids. And Hiroshima was in like the 40s. So not to say that this train crash is the magnitude of Hiroshima, but for that community, damn near all that radiation and stuff that's burning and the pollution, it's going to affect them for
Think about it.
generations.
Like not saying that this is as big as 9/11. I mean, we don't know, right? Because of all the shit that was in the air. To make people had cancer after that. So we don't even know what these chemicals are gonna do to the thing. You don't know how many like princesses. First of all, one princess is a hater. Secondly,
Wow.
she said I didn't say that. We don't know what I said.
I think you did say that.
Pets are dying randomly. She's saying there's mad shit that's happening. Livestock is just dropping dead and shit like that. Like bro, like food shortage is gonna be crazy over there. We already have a food shortage everywhere else, so it's gonna go to a place where it's not good, and we don't even know what the fuck that's gonna do to us because they're not telling us. But the image of the water is like you ever had like dirty like water, and then you just put like soap in it, and like you see like all like the residue of all that shit. Just imagine that in like a like larger scale.
Just feel bad.
Yeah.
I feel bad, man. I wish there was something that could be done, but until the state and country takes it more seriously, then those people sadly are just going to have to suffer. They're just going to have to suffer, unfortunately. And then the sad part is going to be 30 years later, and they're going to be like, "Damn, I wish we would have did something. Those people needed help." But we're out in Ukraine sending billions of dollars to that country. Not saying that they don't deserve it or anything like that. Help them if you want to help them, by all means. But if you're gonna help them, take care home too. especially when we're in the middle of a recession. For some reason, the government does not want to announce that we're in a recession.
Because it looks bad on just that person. That's it.
While I get it,
That's the only reason why they don't want to say it.
we still have to just keep it real. I think it'll give the people a little more of an ease if they knew, okay, we're really in some shit.
I think, sorry, but some of these people, I think, are fucking dumb. They see it, they just don't want to believe it. And when it's out, they say it's a lie.
Yeah, I mean that's a given. You're gonna have those people that do that, and that's fine. There's no ill will towards those people. But at the same time, the people who need to know that it's a recession deserve to know.
Bro, what? Google just what? Can't like cancel like 140,000 jobs or some shit like that.
Yep.
Like like Google, like going to Disney, they went down what 15,000 jobs, some shit like that. I don't know the numbers. We could be wrong with the numbers here, but I'm just saying like all these big ass companies that supposedly have so much money and are doing very good are cutting thousands of people.
Yep.
So what do you think the regular mom and pop shop could do? They either go close or they got to cut people too. Everybody's getting cut. It's not. This shit is not. This recession is real.
I think not only are people getting cut, but what the government is doing is saying that they're, huh?
They saying that we're in a good place.
Yeah, what they're saying is that they've added a surplus of jobs to the economy.
Where you see
but just doesn't make any sense because every time one of these major corporations are brought up, they're cutting thousands of jobs.
Especially with what
it's not
that we spoke about last week.
With
that
what?
GPT.
Oh,
that hasn't even came out really yet.
And given that, that's a whole nother conversation with artificial intelligence come into play.
I have two questions for you. What are your thoughts of Passport Bros?
Is that a movie?
What is the Passport Bros? Write that, Brandon. Write that in the thing. Oh, what up?
Yeah, I never heard of Passport.
We got to talk about Saturday.
Passport Bros. I don't know what that is.
I think that's just like bros go on trips or something. I don't know. Damn, I forgot the second question. What were we just talking about?
Recession, announcing. Yeah, I think we were talking about announcing why the government won't announce a recession.
Oh, when guys go to other countries to get girls. Hey, I'm with that.
Guys go to other countries to get girls.
Yeah, Passport Bros. We all go together to go get women. Like, are we bringing them back, or are we just going over there to go smash? Like, I don't know. Well, we could either or. I'm okay with both of them.
Yeah, I don't see the. Yeah. I don't think.
But they said that. But I've seen a lot of clips online though saying that, like, trying to get with a woman over here in the United States is harder than just going overseas and going to go get somebody else that is from a different culture, because they whatever they come from, they kind of accept it, and they're like, oh yeah, like they genuinely care about like their lives. But when you bring somebody from the United States, it's hard. Hell no, we don't bring them back. Oh, just going out there to smash, nigga? That's good. We with that. They cook better over there too. That's depending on who you talking to here. They said they cook better over there, over wherever.
Yeah, I feel if you and your peoples
will do your thing,
are of the agreement that you're gonna go out there and
for this one reason,
and that's the purpose. I can see a lot of ways this can go wrong, because I do think, now what happens if you go out there and you get somebody pregnant? I don't know. I like to think worst case scenario. Is that really worth the risk?
Well, I've said on a different podcast a day, or one of the days, I would like a baby in every continent. So I would be like, all right, copy.
Yeah, but can you really be a father of a child in another continent?
No. That would be my only downfall, because I like to be around
So that's the risk that you would have to take being a passport, bro. I trying to think of what
To go
else.
and just go have fun and do that shit, yeah. But like in that circumstance,
Are you paying for these women, or what's the deal with that? So you going to, let's say, Cambodia, and you're gonna purchase this experience? Like, what is the components of this trip? Is it to see who can pull the most? Is it to see
Is
what
there like
just
a
the experience is like being with a particular type of woman? Because if that's the case, then it sounds like you're just gonna go out there and pay for it and then fly back. But with social media, wouldn't the funner part be getting them to come over here?
No, you got to pay for them to come over here.
I mean, you paying for yourself to go over there.
So you rather fly them to you?
Yeah, why not?
I wouldn't. I'd rather go enjoy the country too, though. Like if it was me, I'm going to wherever I'm going. I'm gonna go enjoy outside of it too. One thing, because what I want to do, like when I get older, like when I travel, I want to taste like
Oh shit.
whatever.
I think I definitely did.
When I go to like the other countries,
shit.
I want to. What are you doing, bro?
I seen it again.
When I go to another country, I want to taste like the local beers and shit like that. So like if I'm gonna go out and go get like you got me going crazy, bro. I'm trying to talk and shit.
Shit might come around the corner. I got solid vision. I know I seen it. I know I definitely seen it twice.
Yo, yo,
Ah, see what you gonna do when a New York City rat pull up on you.
yo. Just you got a Korean kid who looks just like remember that trip you took back. I don't know. I probably do have one, man. I don't know. I wish. I want to go to Korea. I would love to go to Korea. I want to just go try like their local beers and alcohols and shit. You got me going.
In another country?
Yeah, everywhere. Even when it goes to a different like state, like I go and try to taste like their brewed beers from. So like my shit would be like if I'm going to another country, I'm going to taste whatever they have out there. I would love to do that shit for like I would vlog that whole shit.
I mean,
people do that shit now though.
Just travel the world and vlog.
No, just like do beer shit. Like I be watching beer shows.
Nah, I'm not into beer. I don't know what I would want.
This is your JT seeing massive splinter up in the studio.
Yo, I don't know what that was. That was something that I don't need to see up close in person. Not looking forward to that meeting. But yeah, that's
your whole focus just changed.
Yeah.
You say, yo, put my bag up.
I have to prepare. I like to be prepared. I mean, I like to be prepared. I have no problem with that. Stay prepared. So that way, when shit pull up, you ready. Ready.
Oh man.
Lucky I ain't got my gat on me. It got crazy in here.
Yo, Mo, this Saturday is the fight party.
Is that this time? I thought it was
Saturday, 25th.
Oh, okay.
Saturday, 25th, 25th. So I don't know if we don't know. I don't know where it's at yet, but if you want us to post it up, please let us know so we can talk about it. If you want other people to go in there, they're having a fight party for who's fighting? Plant's fighting. Plant Benavidez is fighting.
Yeah, Caleb.
Yeah,
Plant.
Caleb Plant and Benavidez is fighting. March 25th. Details. If y'all want to know the details, hit one of us up or hit him up on and he'll send the other information. But I'm definitely trying to pull up on Saturday. Oh, I
Yeah.
think Jake Paul fighting that day too. Oh, he fights the 26th.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of any of those guys.
I'm gonna watch.
Last time I seen Caleb Plant fight, he got knocked out. His face was broken. I don't know who Benavidez is, but he sounds like he's more of a brother. So
He's definitely speed.
yeah, so I might be no. But Caleb Plant's from USA, so I gotta rock with Caleb Plant.
You going with Plant?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Plant because he's USA. I ride with my country. USA all day, baby.
Did you see that Floyd is fighting again?
Easy bag. Why?
Yeah.
Why stop?
Jose Aldo.
Easy bag.
Yeah.
I gotta actually go to one of those exhibitions. I wonder if the tickets are still like pay-per-view numbers. I doubt it because the people he's fighting, I don't even think these guys are ranked. He's just fighting people for just.
What do you mean not ranked?
Like
ranked
these
in
aren't
boxing or ranked?
yeah. These aren't big time boxers he's fighting. So.
No, Jose Aldo is one of the, he had the belt in the UFC for 10 years.
He's fighting a UFC guy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And then Conor punched him in the face once and he got knocked out.
Okay, so that's gonna be an easy bag. Which is people really never held Floyd accountable for that final fight against who was the he got number 50 against? The black dude, Abu
50? He got it against
it was a black guy who had fought before, but it wasn't a marquee fight. It was a fight that we all knew that he was pretty much gonna beat him. I can't forget his name. I can't remember his name. But nobody ever held him accountable for that fight. That was a bad way to go out for the 50th, but it was a safe way, so I understand. But in the boxing world, for me, like I said, I'm done with sports, so I'm probably not gonna pick up boxing ever again.
Listen, Javante Davis and Ryan Garcia, they signed a contract for April 15th.
It's right around the corner.
Yep. Right around the corner. So, 2 months. April 15th. It should be finalized by yesterday, they said, but I haven't seen any update on it. But that's going to be fight of the year.
Is there any fight that could beat that? Is there any? Huh?
No, but that was an exhibition. That wasn't like one in the ring. Like boxing rules.
Yeah, it don't feel like anybody could top that fight. So shout out to them for getting it done.
I don't know, Mo or it does? That's 50? I don't know.
Oh, it's number 50?
I don't think that should be number 50
I thought it was somebody.
Yeah, it's official. Yeah, so it is official. So we good. We're gonna get that fight April 15th. That's gonna be one that we gotta watch. Some of it.
That's crazy. I thought it was against. All right, well, shout out to the internet. I thought it was the black dude. I keep saying Abu, but I know that's not his name. Abu. Yeah, I can't remember his name. But for Tank versus Garcia, I'm going with the brother. So I'm rocking with Tank, Team Tank. Even though I know last time we had this conversation, I said Ryan Garcia was probably going to win in some weird not unanimous, but weird split decision by the refs. I think Tank has to knock him out because if he play around in this fight and it goes a distance, they're going to find a way to give Ryan the win just to force the part 3. I wonder what the rematch clause is.
It's immediate. It's most likely going to be immediate.
For either party? Is that what that means?
I think it will probably be more immediate for Tank.
If he loses?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So it's like if I lose, it's an immediate rematch.
Okay.
Which number 2 probably would make way more money than
depending on how the fight goes.
If he loses, number 2 will make more money.
Not if Ryan beats the brakes off of him, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think if Ryan beats the shit out of him, I mean, people gonna still tune in to see Tank fight him again, but I don't think it'll be as great if it's a controversial win.
Yeah.
If it's like
or if it's a tie. If it's a tie, number 2 would be great.
Birdo. Oh, okay. I thought Birdo was number 50. Oh, Bird. I was close. I said Abu. Birdo. Andre Birdo, right? Yeah. See, that was the fight where I was like, I didn't really like that one too much. Yeah, Andre Birdo.
Rematch clause if Ryan wins. Yeah, if Ryan wins, it's an automatic rematch clause.
I mean, it's gonna be I hope it's a good fight. I hope they both just make it home to their families.
Ryan is fast. Like he got fast in him, but Tank's power is different. Like,
Ryan just talked too much. I feel like
he hasn't been talking. He changed.
I don't know, but
he used to be like a talker. He used to be saying mad shit. I think something happened. I don't know if he got sick or some shit like that.
Is he undefeated as well?
No, I think he lost one.
Tank is undefeated though. Is he?
Huh?
Is Tank undefeated?
Yeah, Tank's undefeated.
Yeah, I'm rocking with the brother. I do. Isn't Ryan Garcia like tall though? He's really tall, isn't he? For his division, and he like 6'4".
Nah, he's not that tall.
I thought he was tall.
Nah, you talking about that tall dude?
No, not the Stifle Tower, not him.
Oh, nah.
No, that's different. That's
he's like 7'7",
yeah,
120 pounds.
He's different. But I thought Ryan Garcia was tall. I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go. Like I said, I'm going with the brother. I do think they're gonna try to play some funny money, Vegas split decision. Ryan Garcia, even though Tank really won, kind of deal. Especially if Tank is undefeated, you're gonna take that away from him, run it back, get some more money. Tank will probably beat him 2 more times, and then that is gonna be it. Mm-hmm. That's my prediction.
I think I got Tank winning. Probably in a knockout too, because Ryan Garcia jaws kind of like last.
Yeah, but hard, I feel
hit hard.
In a fight like this, you train in a way you've just never trained. You're just so locked in. I remember when.
Yeah, Tank is small though. Remember that shit.
I know, but to go back again, I was a Floyd fan. Floyd would train, but when he trained for that Pacquiao fight, it was a different level of locked in that I've never seen Floyd be at in my life. Like he was just everything was about that fight, and I feel when it comes to a fight of this magnitude, for someone like Ryan Garcia, who I'm sure is aware that people are going to say that he has a glass chin, is going to have something prepared for that. Some type of defensive scheme to help with whatever knockout punch Tank has.
That uppercut is something different.
Yeah, so
Tank. I mean, Ryan Garcia got really fast hands. I'm not gonna lie, like he's quick as shit. So Tank gotta stop. Like, don't get caught with his punches either. But he get hit with one of the Tank shits. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's any fighter though.
Yeah, but this is the fight that they want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna go in there and say, "Oh, and this fighter got a chance." Like, nah, this is the fight we want to see. So don't get caught with that.
Yeah, I think Ryan's gonna surprise people because with fights like this, I feel like the underdogs is always over prepares.
Yeah, because everybody's already counting me out. What I got to lose?
Exactly. So with that happening, I feel as if he's gonna come in over prepared, ready to go, and he's gonna give it to Tank. He's gonna give it to Tank for the first half of the fight.
No funny shit though. You're not on Instagram, but I've been seeing Tank preparing now. He's been in the gym training.
Oh, of course. Tank is gonna do what Tank does, but he's not the underdog. It's just a different hunger when you're the underdog. Even if you've been an underdog before, once you're on top, you don't have that same fervor that you had when you were the underdog and you had something to prove.
Right.
And I feel Ryan Garcia as the underdog has something to prove, and we're gonna see him do things that we probably never seen him done in fights before. It may or it may not work. I don't know, but he's gonna give Tank probably the best fight we've ever seen Tank fight before. And that's why I think if he doesn't get knocked out and it goes a distance, they're going to give it to Ryan Garcia just because he did things to Tank that we've never seen people do to Tank before.
You think Ryan Garcia might have the blueprint?
No. I don't think that's the case. I just think that, again, if he can make it go the distance, kind of like that fight where I forgot who was fighting on that undercard that night of the last big fight. But it was this one dude. Was it the Canelo
I
fight?
know you're talking about where he was supposed to get knocked out.
Yeah, and all he did was just kept bobbing. It was the
yeah.
dude from Philly.
Yeah,
was this like Jack?
Ennis.
Yes,
Ennis.
Jaron Ennis. Yes, I think that's his name. And he was supposed to knock dude out, and all dude kept doing was bobbing, weaving,
Running.
bobbing, running, and we never seen him go the distance up until that point. And that was a learning experience for him. But I think in this particular fight, if Ryan is swinging back and keeping his distance, and it goes the distance, I don't think you want to leave it up to the scorecards. Yeah. Telling you, that's my biggest fear for Tank.
How corrupt boxing is, bro. You never want to leave it to the score.
You gotta knock him out.
You think Floyd broke?
I don't know. I'm not pocket watching. I doubt it.
Like for you to continue to do these. All right, let's just. I mean, if you're doing it for fun, then yeah. But like to try to get all this bag like for exhibitions and all that shit. Like,
bro, somebody paid Michael Jordan $38 million to play for 12 games in the NBA. He's doing it. Simple as that. It's easy money to come in, bob and weave some punches, throw some punches, leave with no scars on your face, leave in perfectly good health, get your $20 million, and do whatever you want to do with it. And somebody, like I said, if somebody pays Jordan $38 million right now to play 12 games in the NBA, he's gonna do it.
Does a loss change what anybody feel about what his record is?
I mean, for the people,
exhibition.
For the people who've always felt like Floyd wasn't the GOAT, they're gonna use that against him. But I feel for the people who already have him at a high standard, nobody's gonna care if he loses the exhibition fight. But for the people who don't like him, they'll use that moment against him in boxing arguments. But
that was the same thing I said when he said Conor McGregor was 50, because I assumed that was an exhibition match.
No, that was a real fight.
I didn't. Yeah, I was like, I wouldn't say that was 50, because if he would have lost that was an exhibition.
No, that was definitely a real fight. I just didn't think that was number 50. Yeah. That's kind of crazy when you really think about it. He should have to fight a boxer for that 50th win. Just in my opinion. To get your 50th win off of somebody from UFC is kind of crazy. But I can't deny a lot of people thought Floyd was going to lose that fight leading up to it. A lot of people thought that Floyd was going to lose just because Conor McGregor still had that reputation from the UFC. It wasn't the Conor McGregor as of today. This was the Conor McGregor from the UFC, arguably the best fighter coming out of the UFC at that time, fighting Floyd. So people were scared for Floyd in that fight.
I still don't think more scared, not for Floyd, because he was just not knowing how he's going to fight, he's going to punch. He's a UFC fighter. They technically fight different.
That was the scary part.
Like he might hit you in the back of your head wrong and all that shit. Yeah,
that was the scary part.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, Conor McGregor's fighting again this year too.
He broke? Why nobody asked questions about him? Is he broke?
Nah, he got better. No, he's actually not. He's fighting. He's doing the UFC. You know how like when they do the Ultimate Contender and then the coaches fight. He's doing the show, and then the coaches got to fight obviously at the end. But he's training them.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Yeah. Nobody asked if he was broke.
That Private 12 is selling. His liquor.
Oh.
Yeah, he got that Private 12 is
proper 12.
Mm-hmm. It's a whiskey, Irish whiskey. That shit's all right.
I'm not a whiskey guy.
You're not a whiskey guy? What do you drink? Like besides like wine? Like what would be your preference on like liquor, alcohol?
I don't have any at this point. Ever since I took up wine, pretty much done with hard liquor. When I go to the bar now, ask for my glass of red wine. Call it a night.
That Grand Carmino was actually really, really good.
Mm.
That shit had me smacked.
But yeah, I don't have a go-to. I don't have a go-to liquor brand. Not anymore. It used to be. I kind of had Douce for a little bit. I was really just following the black brands. If it was like when Ciroc had, I mean, when Puff had Ciroc, I was cool with that. And Hove was doing Douce, I was cool with that. I never really explored to find my own taste in alcohol.
I don't really have a preference on any type of liquor. I can drink anything. Um, but the best cognac I've had is Martel. That's probably one of the best ones. And if I had that, I would take a sip of that every day. That's good. But to go to a bar and be like, I want this specific brand, I just don't do that. I just get whatever we drinking today. That's what I'm doing.
I do want to try Ace of Spades. That's something I do want to try. I never had that before. I do want, and I like champagne. I like champagne. I'm not the hard liquors never really been my thing. I do like champagne. I do like red wine. I can do shots. I can do shots.
You drinking light or dark or shot?
Uh, dark, most likely. Tennessee, I used to really like the Tennessee, and I feel like that's like a
Oh yeah, yeah.
cheap thing now.
I like that. Yeah, that if I'm doing shots, I can do shots. Like you can drink. That's so smooth. That's
Yeah.
it tastes so good that you can take that
Mhm.
shit all day. But I really do like in the tequila reposado shit. The
Mhm.
darker tequila.
Never had that.
Yeah, you have it. We've had it. It's just not the light brand. It's the brown.
You had the brown one?
Yeah, that shit that shit tastes good.
Is that the one with Kevin Hart?
That one was reposado.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember that.
No,
Reposado. Shout out to Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart hit us up. We don't got that much more. Everybody 11:25. You want to talk about that? The Chat GPT AI saying that he's ready to live.
No, I did not hear about that.
Oh, we can talk about that.
I raised the question to Twitter. I guess I'll pose it for the audience. When is the last time y'all think Joe Biden ran full speed? And what would it have been for? Pose that question to the
Yeah,
audience.
throw that out.
When is the last time you think Joe Biden ran full speed, and what was it for?
We're gonna put that question out. Put that on the Instagram and see what y'all say.
Okay. Oh, this is for Warren, being that he is HR. As HR, it is your job to make sure that we are following the new YouTube monetization policies. So HR has to do his research and due diligence and read through those policies and make sure that we are still on track to get monetized. I wanted to make that announcement. Let me see.
I wanted to make that.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that announcement was clear so HR knows of his duties. AMC is going to start tiered seating in
I
the
heard
theaters.
about that.
The theaters.
You pay for like where you want to sit by price, right? Different prices by where you want to sit.
Yep. So
Don't like it.
For those who are unaware, when you start going to AMC theaters very soon, they will be having tiered seating. So the seats that people typically go to first, which are the middle of the middle in the theater, those are going to be more expensive. The ones that people typically try to avoid, like the very first row, those are probably going to be the cheapest. And so on.
Back row is going to be cheap.
The back row. Yeah, you're right. It'll probably be the cheap.
cheap.
But I thought, isn't in terms of preference, people would rather sit in the back row than the front row.
Super front?
Yeah.
You're right.
That's why I figured the front row will probably be the cheapest.
Oh, okay. The front, like
the very first row.
Very first two, nobody wants to sit there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, depending how much back you are, but like I only really like to go to the back when I was younger, so I could get top.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, Whitestone was notorious for sex in the movie theater.
He ran full speed in 1972, trying not to be late to get to the office.
72? Shit. He was doing politics in 72?
I think so. He's been in there for like
Yo.
mad years.
And has done what?
Nothing. You saw what
Yo.
Masvidal said.
Who?
That Masvidal
Oh,
shit was
yeah.
very profound.
What has he done? 47 years. What have you accomplished?
Yeah,
But
I don't like it because that means I got to pay more to sit in the. Even though it might be like, how much more is it gonna be?
I don't know. I didn't see the pricing, but I think it makes sense. I think it's cool because instead of it being a first come, first serve, nah, if you ain't got it, you really don't deserve to sit there.
Yeah, but it's always been first come, first serve. Why change it now?
Because AMC's losing money.
You about to lose more money now?
Nah.
Oh yeah, just because I
don't think so. I think the crowd may change a little bit. So now the same thing with concerts. Tickets for concerts now are premium. It's a premium to go to a concert. So that eliminates a certain demographic of people. So now when you go to concerts, it's not the way it was in the 80s or the 90s. It's a different type of crowd. I think that's gonna happen with the AMCs. You'll have AMC tier seating now. So it'll bring a different type of crowd that maybe wasn't there before because anybody was just allowed to be in these movie theaters. But now when you eliminate those people that can't afford it and you bring in, if it could bring in the demographic that they really want in those theaters, it could work. But if the people who actually can afford these tickets decide not to go, then they'll just go back to what was working before. But I do think it can work. Again, if the people can afford it, start going to the movie theaters.
So, do you feel the same way about the Spirit Airlines doing, or is it Spirit Frontier, one of them shits, doing the summer pass, the $3.99 for like the whole shit? Frontier, right? Doing the it's like $3.99.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll buy that shit.
I think that's great.
I'll
I just don't
definitely
think
do that
Frontier. Frontier would go anywhere that I want to go. But
I mean, go domestic routes, right? If you want to go to Miami, if you want to go to Vegas, if you want to go to,
yeah, I would do it.
I would do it too.
$3.99 for the summer.
I'll do that too.
And I got the summer off as a teacher.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Actually, I think I'm going to do it.
Matter of fact, we should do that shit and just do a podcast tour.
Yeah, first place I'm going. I'm going to Mount Rushmore.
And I think it's unlimited too. I think you have like.
Yeah, I think you just go wherever. I think that's great to try.
Yeah, but that's different than movies.
Yeah, but again, if you're trying to get people, again, pay to play. If you got people that's gonna pay to play, then it can work. So now imagine the same seats that you were charging $32 for, you can sell half of them for $75. Let's just say. So now that same seat that was getting you 32 is now bringing in 75 and you didn't change a thing. So now you could keep the $32 seats, the regular general admission price for the back rows, the few 3, 4, 5 back rows, depending on how big the theater is. But then for that middle section, you're going to charge more. For the end sections, you're going to charge less, but you can still charge more for those premium seats to make up for the difference that you would lose by charging less for the outer aisles. So I think it could work out. I just wonder how much that means. So let's say there's 32 seats and each seat is only at most bringing $32. That would be 64, huh?
That's how much it is to go to the movie? $32?
I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there. So let's just say, what that be, 640? 32 times 32?
Sure.
All right, let's just say that. So, yeah, I think that's wrong. I think it's what, 6,400?
32 times 32? Yeah. 1,024.
I was way off. So, let's say 32 seats, $32. each theater brings in 1,024 show. So now you could potentially, by not changing anything, raise the revenue by just having tier seating. I think that could work out.
Well, let's see. I
'Cause
don't
then-
think it's gonna work out.
Yeah, I think it will.
Because then this is the thing, right? Nobody. You go to your seating, right? You pay the $32 for your seats, right? You're not gonna pay the 74. Let's just say we're just going on numbers that we're just making up. This is not what it's gonna be. Please don't get mad at us for the numbers. Nobody buys the $74 seats. I bought the $32 seats. Nobody goes in there 5-10 minutes into the movies. I'm sitting there.
And then you will be asked to leave because then they're gonna have ushers.
They're gonna have now you're gonna have to have more people there, but I'm sitting there. I'm good. If there's nobody sitting in those seats, I'm sitting there. Especially like 25% into the movie, you're not gonna come in now. I'm sitting in that seats.
I think that's fine. But again, when those people do show up, especially if that's prime seating, they will definitely come through with the flashlights.
Right now, you don't buy a ticket to the movies. You buy a ticket and you pick a seat. Anywhere you go.
Now, but again,
so when somebody be like, "Yo, these are my seats," you get up and move anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go sit in those seats regardless. And then if somebody's there, then I'm like, all right, my fault. Go back to my seat.
Yeah. Now, if you paid $75 for that ticket, you gonna be at that movie theater.
That's a fact.
You gonna be there. So
that's what I'm saying. If nobody's there by 5-10 minutes into the movie, I'm sitting in those seats. Now you just lost out on an extra $32 because I just sat in the seat anyway.
Yeah, if the reason why that seat was empty was because it was $75. If it was just a whack movie, and then that's probably why nobody was there. But I think it's interesting. I think it's worth a try. They may lose money, they may gain money, but if it works, it can help big. If it doesn't, then you just go back to what you was doing.
Well, I mean, a lot of people they trying to get the movies to come back. So
yeah, as they should. I feel the movie should come back. Watching movies at home sucks. I like watching movies at the theater because you get the natural crowd reaction that makes it much better. But then the downside of it, and you got a bunch of niggas in the movie theater throwing popcorn at the screen, cell phones ringing off, chatting extra loud. When you have those people in the movie theater, it could be an awful experience. But when you have a solid group of people and y'all just really thoroughly enjoying the experience together, it's an energy that you just can't get at home.
Yeah, you watched Woman King, right?
Yes.
It was good, right?
No.
No. Oh, okay. I thought which one you said was good?
Well, I did like the movie. Let me not do that. It was a solid movie, but it was just inaccurate. That's why I don't like it.
But there was one that you said was good. It wasn't a Woman King, it was something else.
It wasn't Black Panther.
No, definitely not. It wasn't Black Panther. It was something else, but it was with women though. I could have sworn it was.
It probably was Woman King. Probably was.
They got it on Netflix now. I'm gonna actually.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. You already got it on Netflix. That's not a good sign for it to be
it's on Netflix,
right? So fast. But whatever. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try though.
Yeah, it's just the thing that I don't like about it is the exact tribe that they're portraying as the saviors of the people who are being traded into American slavery were actually the captors and the people who were going out to hunt Black people and put them into American slavery.
Oh, in the movie?
No, in real life.
Oh, in the movie they changed that?
In the movie, these are the heroes. These are the people who stopped the slave trade from their country. In real life, they were the people who were going out to capture Black people and bring them into slavery. So when we tell the story and people are seeing it, especially kids are seeing this in movie theaters,
they're going to think that
it's a spit in the face to the people who really went through it. That's almost as if someone gets raped. They know the real story. Their family knows the real story. But then somebody makes a movie about it and makes the rapist the hero. as a spit in the face with the people who really went through that in those countries. And that's the reason why I didn't like it. But I didn't know that until someone brought that to my attention after I saw the movie. So I might have come on here and said that it was a good movie, and then I got exposed to that truth, and I was like, "Oh, that's some whole shit to do." That was some bullshit.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I remember it was that one or something else. It was I don't remember what the other one would have been, but you was like you said it was pretty good.
I don't go to the movies a lot, so that's surprising. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Woman King. I don't know. Maybe my girl will remember. She has better memory than me. Huh?
She said you got me being a hater.
No, like I said, at the time, I probably said it was a good movie because I liked it. I did like the portrayal of the strong woman. I did like the story. I liked the action. I liked the movie until I found out the truth. And then I felt like it was some whole shit to do. But the movie in and of itself, like the story and stuff like that, is cool. But like I said, if that was you and your story, you wouldn't want it portrayed like that. Huh? I never seen that.
What's wrong with the Elvis movie? What's not true about it? I mean, I could. Okay. I think he was very. We talk about the Elvis movie, but I think Elvis was very influenced by black people in general. I don't think he stole it. I think he was influenced by it a lot.
Oh shit!
He grew up in church. He grew up in a black church.
You sure you want to go down that cliff?
Yeah, nah. I'm talking about the movie. We only talk about the movie. We talk about what the movie did. We could do it.
Try to save this man.
Let's do it. Go ahead. I don't think that he fully stole. I think he really enjoyed it. Tell me, Pat. You beg to differ.
I cannot confirm nor deny what Elvis did, but
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of elders that have testified on record that Elvis knowingly stole that music. I'll leave it there.
Okay. I don't disagree, but I'm just saying.
And then the movie, I have to show, like, have your thoughts confirmed, like, was it he just really like the music?
Sure.
You would consider him like the Eminem of his song?
Hell no. Elvis, Elvis was doing his thing, I guess.
I think we spoke about the White Man Can't Jump remake.
I think we've been talking about that. Right?
Let's see. It's February 20th. We haven't given any Black History facts. Let's look up some Black History facts before we get up out of here.
Oh, and how are we gonna say goodbye today?
For the week?
Yeah.
What's the first language that comes to mind other than Spanish and English? French? All right, there we go. So we're gonna say goodbye in French for this episode and the next episode. Huh? Au revoir. All right, my laptop is not working for some reason.
It's probably dead.
No, it's definitely not dead because the light is flashing. I'll turn it on. I'll just look it up on my phone.
Now it's doing a restart.
Let's see. Let's look up some Black History.
I used to remember all this shit.
Facts.
Mandarin.
Kids. Let's look up for kids.
Mandarin?
All right. Mansa Musa. Well, what's today? 20? The 20th? Let's give 20 facts. Fact number 1. Mansa Musa is the richest person in history with a net worth of $400 billion. George Crumb was a chef that invented the potato chip in 1853. That's crazy because that means he was a slave. He invented the potato chip. That is insane. Yeah, because slavery ended 1865. That's crazy. That's mind-boggling.
I just seen that they what one of the whiskeys. It was one of the black men who his slave who taught him how to make the whiskey.
Oh, why did it just block it? Literally had. All right, here we go. Number 3, Sarah Boone invented the first portable modern day ironing board. Shout out to Sarah Boone. Lonnie G. Johnson is an aerospace engineer that invented the famous Super Soaker water gun. I think they had a documentary about that on Netflix.
Which one was that?
About the Super Soaker?
Oh yeah. I
They
remember
did,
that
right?
one too.
Yeah. Shout out to Lonnie Walker. Philip Downing designed the first mailbox. He created a metal box with 4 legs, which he called a letterbox. It was a predecessor to the mailbox. Wow, black man created the first mailbox. That's crazy. Charles Drew, a member of Omega Psi Phi, shout out to the brother, was a surgeon that developed a way to process and store blood plasma in blood banks that saved people's lives. His blood bank was adopted by the Red Cross. This is crazy. Jacqueline Davidson, my college roommate, is an attorney who became one of the highest ranking women in the NFL when she was named as the chief negotiator for the New York Jets professional football team. I think I met her. No, she's not an attorney. Somebody else. Sarah Good, fact number 8, invented a folding cabinet bed that could go against the wall into a cabinet or a desk with compartments for stationery and writing supplies. She became the first African American woman to receive a United States patent. Big deal. Benjamin Banneker made the first clock, authored a series of almanacs, and helped design Washington, D.C. Yep. And he had a photographic memory. So he did that shit all up from here. It was said that he designed D.C. to reflect the heavens. And actually being in D.C. last weekend and seeing the monument, the tall pyramid-looking thing, lit up at night, it's phenomenal. Black man made that. Louis Latimer worked for Thomas Edison when he invented the light bulb. Latimer invented the carbon filament that made the light bulb brighter and last longer. Shit, we did the light bulb too.
I'm about to say, and then nobody say that.
God
shit.
damn. Damn. Did the light bulb too. Fact number 11. Jan Matz Liger invented a shoe machine that would actually sew the upper shoes and sole together. This created a large industry of shoe companies. Percy Julian, Omega Psi Phi, shout out to the bros, was a chemist that made isostigmine readily available for treatment of glaucoma, an eye disorder that can lead to blindness. He received over 130 chemical patients and was the first African American inducted into the National Academy of Sciences. Black man. Bessie Coleman was the first woman to hold a pilot license. She was denied entry in flying schools in the United States. She taught herself French and moved to France to earn her pilot license. You need a movie on that.
I think they did have one.
About Bessie Coleman?
Yeah, I think there was like, I could be wrong, but it was like one of the movies about that shit.
We actually got to get an update about.
I'm gonna look at that shit though.
What's the girls that was on here that was supposed to be doing a play? We got to follow up on that.
Oh, Jessica?
Yes. Alexander Miles.
Oh, yeah.
Fact number 14. Yeah, we got to follow up on that. Was awarded a patent for an automatically opening and closing elevator door. He invented a mechanism that triggered the shaft doors to open and close along with the elevator door, making the ride safer. Next time you take an elevator, thank the black man. Madam C.J. Walker was the first American woman to become a self-made millionaire. Insane. W.E.B. Du Bois was the first African American to earn a doctorate. He was one of the founding members of the National Association of Advancement of Colored People, otherwise known as the NAACP, in 1909. Fact number 17. Meredith Gourdine invented the incinerate. Oh, the incinerator system. Oh, wow. Meredith Gourdine invented the incinerate system, which prevented smoke from burning buildings and kept fog away from airport runways. He also invented the focus flow heat sink, which is a device that kept computer chips cool. We're almost done. Fact number 18. Alfred L. Crowell developed the idea of the ice cream scooper in 1897. He was a successful Pittsburgh business promoter as well.
The ice cream scooper.
The ice cream scooper. Yep.
What they was
When they go
doing
to
before that. Yeah.
scoop it up. John Henry Thompson invented the computer language lingo, which is used in many video games, animations, web design applications, and graphic programs. It's interesting. Number 20. George Alcorn invented an imaging spectrometer, which is a device that helps scientists identify what materials are made of. He also created 20 other inventions while working for NASA and IBM. I'll give one more just for the hell of it. Robert Smalls was a slave who escaped to freedom in a Confederate supply ship and eventually became a sea captain for the Union Navy. After the war, he became a successful businessman and politician, serving in both houses of the South Carolina legislature.
Mo wants to put out James Hemings, who's the first black chef who worked for Thomas Jefferson. And Chef Hercules, one of the most legendary black chefs of slavery. He was a culinary genius and a wizard in the kitchen.
Wow. And me.
What?
And me.
You.
And me.
There you go.
Black man.
You know what? We didn't really do that much this year. We didn't speak about Black history that much this year.
Yeah.
I think we had a lot of shit going on, but
Eh.
we got the rest of this month. We could do it.
Yeah, I mean, we have the rest of our lives, so
Yeah.
you know, it's always Black. I do need to get some more merch though. I noticed I'm really lacking on Black Pride merch. That's why I can't wait till that poster gets here.
I was about to ask you about that. When is that coming?
It should be here before the end of this week, but I'm not gonna see the kid till school starts. So I'll probably have it when we get back to school next week.
Okay.
So
Probably have it for the last day.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. He'll contact me if it comes in early. I'll just go pick it up from him. Hopefully it'll get here by Thursday, so we can have it up there. But I'm looking to try to get him to do some more. Like I want to get. How can I make this make sense? I want him to make like mix different memorable pictures from different genres together. So, for example, you know how Kobe has the pose when he's like laying down with his head on the basketball. Like do something like that, but have like Malcolm X laying down there, or something like that. Or the "I Have a Dream" speech and have a picture of I don't know. I almost said Steph Curry, hell no. LeBron giving an "I Have a Dream" speech or something like that. So it's kind of like figuring out a way
Like
to
a
mix
mashup.
up. Yeah, like
a
mashups.
Like
mashups.
yeah.
I think that'll be cool. I want to have him start working on some stuff like
Yeah, that one that he does nice. I can't wait for y'all to see that shit.
that. Yeah. No, the kid is nice.
Yeah, he
That's why I
painted
want-
it.
He does 3D. I mean, digital art design. So he makes it from scratch on his iPad.
Oh, he drew it.
Yeah, he drew it. He drew it on his iPad, and then he sends it out to a company, and then they print it on a canvas. So that's how that works.
Well, this Thursday, Gates will be back in the building.
Okay.
What we doing? Listening party. We're gonna play. How many? What we playing? He wants to play the whole tape for y'all. Y'all gonna give us your opinion. Y'all gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about his inspiration. We're
We
gonna
gotta
talk
create
about all
a
that shit.
flyer for that.
Yeah. We will be here 8:30, 9 o'clock starting time. Like we always are. I don't know who will be with us, but I know that he's gonna be here with us. Anything else you want to talk about?
I guess along the lines of Black History Month. I don't know if we spoke about this, but a New York City school gave children chicken, waffles, and watermelon
Oh, for the first
for
day.
lunch.
Yeah.
We spoke about that?
Nah, we didn't speak about that.
Yeah.
Then they
so-
said sorry after.
yeah, then they apologized. Chicken, waffles, and watermelon. That's what y'all think black people would want. Black kids would want for Black History Month. These the chicken, waffles, and watermelon. Shit probably tasted fantastic. I just wish if you're gonna do that, at least get the food catered. Don't make it NYC DOE food.
Oh.
That shit was probably nasty. It was probably a watermelon in a wrapper, chicken
Yeah.
with no
Oh, we.
whole wheat waffles, fucking chicken with no seasoning. Probably just gave him a wing. Yeah, they probably messed that all the way up. But if they did it right, shit, food's good. Food's good. But yeah, shout out to that school. That was a pretty bad job. What the hell?
They just recorded everything you said.
Yeah,
Yeah, he probably pressed the record button.
your notes could do that.
Yeah.
The fuck? How did I do that by accident?
Because you probably, when you put it down, you probably just pressed like it and just started it.
Keep typing. All right, now it's not working.
Oh, and they gave him grape drink too.
Grape soda?
Yeah.
Yo, niggas got some nerve, B. Niggas got some ninjas. Sorry, YouTube policies. Ninjas got some nerve to do that to elementary school kids. I don't even know what I would do as a parent. I don't think I would get mad. I would just want to know who makes that decision. Because I want that job. Because it can't be that hard to decide, all right, what you want, what we gonna feed the kids today.
But they'd be mad if like after Black History Month, the first day, like, all right, it's back to normal. You just give them like bland, like, bologna sandwiches, and just and like this is what y'all like, right?
Yo, this is so many other ways.
They
This
come
could
and
have been
bring
way
casserole.
worse. It could have been, but I'm thinking, what if they would have did this the wrong way for another culture?
Like exactly.
Like, what if we're celebrating? I shouldn't even say it. What if we're celebrating Jewish history? Like, what if somebody messed up like that? Like, what would be the I just want to know what would be the consequences of repercussions if it happened to another culture.
Somebody just getting fired, and they gotta say sorry, and then that's it. They're gonna make it up. And they're gonna have Jewish History Week, and they're gonna be like, this is what they eat, and then they're gonna do all that shit. The PR team is gonna go crazy with that, and that's it.
Yeah, which I agree with, but nobody got fired for this. There was nobody on the news for this. Nobody had to apologize publicly for this. We still don't know who are the decision makers for this DOE food selection. I think it's a woman named Gerda.
Listen, sorry if it's not Gerda. We don't know. Don't be mad at
Or
Gerda if it
Bethune.
wasn't Gerda. Oh, what?
Bethune.
I've never met a person with that name.
A Bethune?
Yeah.
Go to the South.
What if it was a black person that said, "Yo, let's do this"?
That don't make it no better. No, it probably was a black person too. That's the funny part. Pretty sure it was. They probably, if it wasn't a black person, I'm almost certain they asked the black person, "Would this be okay?" And then that person just gave him the black card.
Yeah, that should be all right.
Yeah.
They might like some shit.
No, it probably wasn't even like an American black person. It was probably like a black person from like Senegal or some shit like that.
Put the grape juice in there.
Yeah, grape soda. Making fun of us. Y'all thinking he from Harlem the whole time. This ninja's from Senegal, calling the shots.
Oh.
Shit is crazy, man. We gotta do better as a people. Shout out to Senegal though.
Niggas, they fucking they put you said they got the watermelon wrapped up in plastic.
Yeah, man. It was I know the meal was bad, yo. They probably dropped the ball. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna give food, like colleges do the same shit too. When I was in school, they tried to do the same thing for Black History Month, get us a bunch of stuff they thought black people would like. And we was like, bro, y'all not chefing it up in a DOE kitchen or in a school kitchen. Y'all not doing that. So
Order
unless you're
this
gonna get it
shit.
catered,
Order this shit.
yeah, just order it. Unless you're gonna get it catered, then don't do it at all.
That would be good because you actually giving back to the restaurant and then you getting actually good food.
That's what I'm saying.
Like-
Use the DOE money and go to a black restaurant and get some good food. Everybody wins. The kids get real good food. The restaurant gets the money. They get the business. And then the DOE looks good for supporting black businesses. Everybody, it's a win-win-win.
But you know the crazy thing is how fast we're coming up with that. That shit is like this. Why can't people think like
Because I think they have people named Berthium calling the shots. And Berthium is from a small county in South Carolina, came up here in the 60s, 70s looking for work, and she got that job and has been doing it ever since. So she's not really tapped in with the culture. Sorry, Berthium, if that's not true.
we apologize.
Yeah.
You got anything else? That was on the first day of Black History Month too. They did that shit.
That's crazy. Yo, there's a lot of things that happen over Black History Month that I'm not even too proud of either. I think we talked about the guy that stole the monkeys. It was another guy.
Like I said, I'll do it again.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Like what are we talking about? You gonna steal monkeys from a zoo? Where are you going with these monkeys? Where you not gonna walk them in the street?
It was chilling with he wanted to let them free, I think.
Now you just want to be a monkey savant.
Nigga said, if you
During
let me
Black
out,
His-
I'm doing it again.
I hate ninjas, bro. Hate ninjas. Another story I saw was these teenage girls were basically they were verbally assaulting this Asian family on the train. Apparently, according to the article, they were mad that the Asian family or someone who was a part of the Asian family did not let them borrow their AirPods.
Excuse me?
So the girls on the train, according to the story, asked someone in the Asian family, because they were in a group, asked one of them in the family, hey, can I borrow your AirPods? The woman says no. So things escalated, and then a verbal altercation, not even altercation, they just started verbally assaulting this family. And in the video, they were like scared. You could see the fear. They're crunched up like together, like in fear of being attacked physically. And the women are just like, well, there's one girl in particular, wasn't just all of them. This one girl just kept wailing on them with the curse words, shut the fuck up, give me this, whatever, whatever. And then I guess somebody says something. She sees another Asian woman by the door and then proceeds to like beat her up. It was just bad. It was bad. It was bad all over. So I'm like, come on, son, during this. But then I had a conversation with someone about this, and it's like you can't really expect people to change their behavior for the month of February. And kids just do dumb shit. They don't care that it's Black History Month. So
I don't care what month it is,
yeah, they don't care.
what day it is, what hour it is.
Yeah, they don't care. But that happened, and I'm just like, wow, that's pretty sad that happened during this month. It's sad that it happened. Period. I actually felt really bad for that Asian family, which is why I totally understand the Second Amendment. Totally understand it. 'Cause
Sure,
now
if they would have popped them, they would have been good.
no, if they'd have just backed it out, temperatures would have calmed down real quick. I'm telling you.
Yeah, all the I'm sorry's coming into play real quick.
Yeah. No, now all of a sudden you can relax your temperature. That's why I don't be believing when a lot of these people be saying I got anger problems and all this other shit. No.
Oh, look at your phone.
Yo. Oh, it's not. It is.
I don't know what you keep doing, but it's
Oh, I see. It's this button right here. Now I know. That's cool. But yeah, I didn't like that from that family at all. I mean, for that family, I felt that. I hope that they find justice. I guess the last thing I have here is Jalen Rose says that we should be giving our barbers $100 for our haircuts.
I don't know why, because he's. I hate you.
I don't hate him.
He's a horrible analyst.
Horrible and
Horrible analyst.
nah, that's
He's horrible.
nah,
He is
nah, nah, nah,
horrible.
I wouldn't say that. That's a bit excessive. Horrible.
Horrible. Who
No.
who is he better than?
Better than Max Kellerman?
No, he's
I think so.
not. No, he's not.
I think he's better than Max Kellerman. I think he's better. Well, no. No, he's not better than Max Kellerman.
He's
He's
not
better than
It's nobody.
better than Shannon Sharp.
Nah, I like Shannon.
He's better than both Shannon Sharp and Skip. To me. He gave Skip the business before. I remember that. He called him Water Pistol Pete Jr. Said he averaged 2 points in high school. Who the fuck are you to be talking about these NBA players?
Jalen Rose is really, honestly really hard. I can't when he's on. I change.
Nah, I think he has a. I think when he's talking about the actual game of basketball and doing the breakdowns and things like that,
Maybe
I like those basketball takes. But when he starts getting into the politics and
oh
and just all the other stuff that's outside of basketball,
yeah, he just sounds dumb.
I'm just like, all right, cool, I'm good.
He sounds dumb. Can't.
But in terms of $100 haircuts, I get it, but it depends on what your barber can do. Just because you're a barber, that doesn't mean you deserve $100 for a haircut. I've seen some barbers literally take like an hour doing someone's haircut, beard, towel, blow dry, wash. Like I've seen them get all of that done in one sitting.
And that shit look the same.
No, it was a great haircut.
Oh.
So that's what I'm saying. Depending on if your barber's giving you like the full on works, talking about you laying down, towel up here, getting all of this, putting the moisture, sponging it up, fucking get the sharp fade, the little not pigment, not the SMP.
The Beijing.
Yeah, but they give you a little couple sprays of the Beijing to sharpen it up, trimming up the beard, doing the same thing here, coming across, putting the moisture ointment and shit in it. If he's doing all of that, and you're having good conversation, I could understand if you have the means to give him $100. Do it.
But do you tip your barber?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So like I give my barber a good enough tip. Like $100 is excessive, especially like when you don't like. If they're not doing all that, I'm not giving you $100.
To me, it's again, if it is within your means. If it's within your means and you can afford to do it, do it. But if it's going to be strenuous, then that just wouldn't be the best way to spend $100. But I do think once in a while, give them more than what you usually give them.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like around the holidays and stuff like that.
Holidays, I give extra.
Yeah, it's always, but in this regard, again, going back to the $100, if I have it, I've never thought to do it, but if I could do it and it not be strenuous on me, I'd do it because because the relationship I have with the person that I go to, I know that by giving that $100, it could potentially go towards helping his family. And that's where I feel, especially to somebody I consider a friend of mine, I know it's helping him. Not saying that he needs it, but it's helping. So I'd much rather give that to my friend who's doing great business than to fucking Uber Eats where I put a $20 cart and then I go to checkout and it's $75.
That shit happened to me yesterday. What Thursday? What's it?
It's Monday.
Thursday, right? No,
yeah, that was Thursday.
That shit happened. I bought the fucking kids $14. That shit came up to like $30. I'm like, how? I'll never do Uber Eats again.
Uber Eats. I only do Uber Eats now for pickup. I'll just order on there.
Oh, and then just go get it?
Just go get it.
Yeah, that's what I do when we go on. I just call the place. Like, yo, pick it up. I'm not doing that shit ever again.
Yeah. I like to do Uber Eats for pickup. Unless it's Brewski's. But now I even go to Brewski's to pick it up because it's cheaper. Significantly cheaper.
Good.
That's all I got for now.
We'll be back Thursday with a good one. Remember, Gates will be here, listening to party. We're going to play his whole tape. We're going to talk about it. Have some fun. How many songs you got on that? We'll find out Thursday. But be ready. Come up here. You want to play something now or no? You're not here? Let's play something to get out of here with. Fucking tired. We are very close to being monetized. 200 hours. All we need is 200 hours left, and we good. I'll do that shit. We gotta do that shit in a week and a half. That's what my goal is. Remember Brewski's let somebody steal your meal?
Yeah, dude was hungry. Just took that shit and left. And then somebody else tried to do it again. Luckily, the woman was like, nah. Or she asked him for something and he couldn't provide the information. I think it was like the name or the.
But they're supposed to always ask the name anyway.
Yeah, but all you gotta do is be like, all right, yeah, I'm him.
Nah, they'd be like, what's the name? They don't when you get an Uber, they be like, who like.
Not so. What typically happens is they'll say the name, and then the person will just
yeah, that's me.
Yeah, and they'll just take it and leave. So that's what happened. But the second time, it made me think like, are these niggas tracking my stuff, or I didn't understand what was
how
happening.
They got the same
exactly.
Nah.
But that didn't happen again after that. But yeah. So, but the second time, the woman was like, "Nah." I asked him a question. He said, "No." Whatever. And she didn't give it to him. But
so call me.
Yeah, I gave her a tip for doing that. Money, I mean, too.
Let's go. See y'all Thursday.
Nigga, I get love in these streets. Wolves got blood on their teeth. We hungry, money, we need it. Niggas switched up on the team. Send slugs through your teeth. That fake love, you could keep it. Got me all alone. Yeah. You got me all alone.
This was a really underappreciated video.
Nigga, I ain't alone. Yeah.
Getting back to the basics, niggas hate like they racist. They want a ball, but they step wrong like a pacer. Road to the rich with Vin Diesel, I'm good with racing. Came from the bottom, my angle different adjacent. Success is the option, was never failure. Move Nick Young, then was white, Iggy Azalea. 22, good with that shooting like Elgin Baylor. We was super made for this life, just like a tailor. My head was with a max, be you wavy, then I'm a sailor. Smell just cold, and I told them that I'ma mail them. Cop 30 grams, and I figured that was the best buy. Started fucking up when I sit and listen to Les Lives. I'm just trying to live lavish, but the last chick I fucked with started acting like a savage. Would meet the Millers, no movie, St. Clifford Maddox. Had to block niggas, they was trying to watch my status.
Get love in these streets. Wolves got blood on their teeth. We hungry, money, we need it. Niggas switched up on the team. Send slugs through your teeth. That fake love, you could keep it. Got me all alone. Yeah. You got me all alone. Dipping with the chrome. Nigga, I ain't alone. Yeah.
Just took a shot of Henny, let's get it. My girl working my nerves, shaking my head like you gotta be kidding. Chill, baby, it's the fourth quarter. I just took Elo. I got kilos across the border, keep it tranquilo. I made a name off of money and balance. Ben Vito in the Benzito, me and my people ducking the Rico. Cause on the block, niggas living hard. Do some dirt, catch a bid, fuck the prison guard. My team wolves, I run the point, nigga Rubio. Things flying out of your way. Coolio, your team dipping like the Tootsie Roll. I let the butterfly, you saying what you sorry for, stutter vibe. Commit crimes with my father's eyes, that's scary. Finesse you out your money easy, that's Jerry. I go crazy on the stage, nigga. Carry, don't say my name in the mirror, nigga. Mary.
Love in the streets. Wolves got blood on their teeth. We hungry, money, we need it. Niggas switched up on the team. Send slugs through your teeth. That fake love, you can keep it. Got me all alone. Yeah. Got me all alone. Dipping with the chrome. Nigga, I ain't alone. Yeah. Shorty, you can take that fake love and pawn it. Phony ass motherfuckers, I don't get along with. Why I don't answer my phone, but always on it. If we ain't speaking about money, then why you calling? Oh, alright, I'm good. You checking up and be them calls. You get out of the blue, that set you up. Still on point when I smoke and drinking up. Got tools that'll bang on you like I'm hanging up. Fuck. Niggas gossip like bitches, and the topic is me. Big bitch doing the same, nigga plotting on me. I got Henny in my system, about to scroll up the tree. She came through, clutch, Robert Ory, top of the key. Switch, order, offense is the triangle. Cap, you show love like why I hate you. Rusty 22 for the throwaway. I ain't alone, he the on me for the coldest days. Love in these streets, wolves got.
I always wonder, like, was there somebody next door when they shot this video? So we was in the house, my crib. They was doing that shit. And I'm like, did somebody ever see everybody running in and out shooting this video?
Oh, that's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
But we out of here. Love y'all. We see y'all on Thursday.